What's up everybody, here we are with our last EX2 gameplay before we jump into BT9. Today we have the Gabubond hybrid up against the Veemon Armor Jogress deck. Right player gonna hatch Veemon, play Ken and Davis, pass his turn, left player hatching Upamon into Strabimon, and then playing two Tamers, Matt Ishida, Sora and Joe. Right player is gonna start his turn drawing for turn, moving out, gaining one memory with Ken and Davis, playing a jamming Veemon from BT3. Then evolving Rydramon to pass the turn and deny Sora and Joe. Left player is gonna start his turn moving out with Strabimon, does not get to activate Matt Ishida. Swings at security using Sora and Joe to discard Source under Rydramon, then allows Upamon to trigger its draw 1, hits into Rydramon. That was unfortunate. Left side gonna play a Matt Ishida to pass the turn. Right player gonna draw for turn, hatching Upamon, evolving into starter deck Veemon. Gonna gain 2 memory from the Rydramon on the field with Davis and Ken as he starts his main phase, swinging recklessly with that Rydramon hitting into Gabumon. Evolving his Veemon into a Flamedramon. Now with Xiaomon underneath that, Digimon is at a constant 6000. Upon swinging, gains 3000 DP, goes to 9000 DP. Huge Digimon. Evolving Rydramon in his nursery and playing a second Ken and Davis to pass the turn. Left player is gonna draw for turn, hatching into Upamon. Then going to EX1 Gabumon, and then looks like he's gonna evolve on the Matt Ishida into Lobomon, drawing 5000 DP. Now what's interesting is when he swings here, he's able to discard both sources under Flamedramon with Sora and Joe, losing the Xiaomon inherit, bringing Flamedramon to 5000 DP, allowing Lobomon to trade 5000 against 5000 before playing an Ice Wall and Gabumon to pass the turn. Right player gonna move out, gain 4 memory, go up to 6 with Rydramon on the field now out of nursery, playing starter deck Veemon to search top 3 for a free attribute Digimon, picks up Ankylomon. Now do you think he's going to Jogress? Plays the Ankylomon for 3 cost, that is likely going to lead to a Jogress into a Shakomon. This allows him to recover 1 up to 5 security as though he hasn't been hit this game before bouncing the opponent's Gabumon, resetting the board state. Then he's gonna swing with that Shakomon, likely had no other way to pass the turn, so using Ice Wall to pass the turn. Then Sora and Joe gonna gain 2 memory for the left player before he starts his turn, moving that Gabumon instantly out of nursery. Now that swing may have been a mistake as the Gabubond player is now at 2 security, which is the magic number for Matt Ishida, so that the Gabubond does not die at the end of turn. Now the left player is swinging with his Gabumon at security, triggering his inherit using his effect to bot deck the Shakomon. He picks up the Tommy before drawing 1 with Upamon as the Veemon is still on the field, hitting into a Flamedramon, swinging again, bottom decking the opponent's Veemon, and swinging into a Chimeramon. Now the right player in a rough state as the left continues to push for damage, evolving into Kumamon onto Matt Ishida since Matt Ishida has no use next turn, hitting into Veemon and playing a Tommy to pass the turn. Right side gonna start his turn and he acknowledges defeat by not hatching his nursery. He probably had no rookie either, but he still leaves his opponent at 1 in hopes of Hammer Spark, but that's gonna go down the drain as the left reveals a Hammer Spark, swinging with his Bond to unsuspend, using Inherit again, picking up a free Tamer from the top 3. As the first security is not a Hammer Spark, there's no more hope for the right player as the left player swings for game. Let's head into game 2 now with the right player starting first, hatching into Upamon. Now be sure to let me know what is your favorite deck out of EX2, or if you haven't gotten it yet, what deck will you be building in EX2. Right player gonna evolve into Veemon and Flamedramon, left hatching into Demi Veemon, going into EX1 Gabumon, playing a Matt Ishida perfect setup, leave his opponent at 1. Right side gonna move out of security, swing with that 8000 DP Flamedramon, hitting into Gabumon. That's the strong part about Flamedramon, it swings for 8000 DP as though it's a level 5 Digimon. Right player is gonna play Ankylomon pass the turn, left side going to go straight into his Bond of Friendship, respecting his opponent's potential Jogress next turn, so he's gonna swing at security, unsuspending with its effect, bottom decking the Flamedramon, using Gabumon to take another Gabumon to set up for his next turn, hits into Imperial Dramon Fighter mode, does not die as it's 14,000 DP up against 13,000, swinging a second time, hitting into Rydramon and playing Gabumon to pass the turn, drawing 1 as he plays it. Right side hatching into Upamon, evolving into jamming Veemon, and then gonna play his starter deck Veemon, searching top 3 for a free attribute Digimon, able to pick up anything he wants, picks up the Imperial Drummond Dragon mode from the starter deck, and evolving into Magnamon to pass the turn as a blocker. Now it does gain 2000 DP from the Rydramon in the drop zone, and the left gonna hatch into Upamon, and Gabumon to start his turn using Tommy to trash the source under Magnamon, and playing a second Met Ishida to pass the turn, ensuring he won't get starved at 1 or 2 memory next turn. He is in danger, however, as the left player, if he has a Magnamon, would have lethal this game, as he swings with jamming Veemon and swings with the Magnamon. Only the Magnamon dies. He plays a jamming Veemon, indicating that he does not have Magnamon, evolving into Flamedramon to pass the turn. Now is the left player going to be able to capitalize on this, moving out and gaining 2, drawing 2 with Met Ishida? Oh my, looks like he does not have the bond, as he swings with Gabumon, isn't able to draw using Upamon since both of the opponent's Digimon have sources underneath them. Now he plays his last move, the blue memory boost, and looks like he's about to pack it up, as the right player gives him a thumbs up for not being able to find his card. Now as we head into game 3, left player is going to start first, not having a rookie, unfortunately, playing Tommy to pass the turn, as the right player friendly banter shows him another thumbs up for not having a rookie. Hatches, evolves into Veemon in the nursery, and plays the BT8 Veemon, which allows him to search top 4 for a dual colored blue card, and he picks up the Rydramon from there. Now as I mentioned before this, Veemon is very flexible, since you can also pick up Davies and Ken from the top 4 if you do see it, but you have to give up your dual colored blue Digimon if you do so. Left side finally finding a rookie, hatching Strabimon in his nursery, not a Gabumon unfortunately, so he evolves on Tommy Kumamon, drawing 1. Now is he going to swing? No, going for Korikakumon's 1-cost evolution to stun the Veemon. Right side gonna draw for turn, move his Rydramon out from the nursery, and looks like he's going to evolve a second Rydramon on his Veemon. That rests the Korikakumon, but doesn't matter, as the left player starts his turn and unsuspend, going into Beowulfmon for 1 cost, and now we can see why the left player evolved 2 hybrids on top of that tamer, so he wants to recycle more. He swings at security, bouncing the right player's Rydramon, unfortunately hitting into Magnamon, such a strong card. 7000 DP for a level 4. Left side gonna swing again with his Strabimon hitting into Shakomon, showing that the order of his swing doesn't matter, since both his swings would result in Beowulfmon dying. So he plays a Met Ishida to pass the turn, as the right hatches and evolves into jamming Veemon in his nursery, then swings fearlessly with Rydramon, as it's an armor Digimon, unfortunately hitting into a second Tommy, as the right player plays Davies to starve his opponent at 1 and pick up a card from the top 3, unfortunately not seeing a green card this time round. Left side gonna hatch into Upamon, evolving into Gabumon in the nursery, evolving onto Tommy, it looks like, Korikakumon to be able to stun the Rydramon that's out on the field. Right side gonna move his Veemon out of nursery with Xiaomon in its inherit, going to evolve into Rydramon, resting the opponent's Korikakumon, and looks like he's going for the Jogress, as he picks up the other Rydramon into Chimeramon, now fetching a card from the trash level 5 or lower into the sources, picks up the Magnamon, giving Chimeramon its 4th color, unfortunately does not kill Korikakumon, as it's left with 2000 DP after losing 4000 DP, goes for the starter deck Imperial, allowing him to call out Magnamon as a blocker, and Rydramon as the green card, a level 4, allowing him to potentially Jogress again next turn. So how will the left player deal with this? With a single Gabumon in nursery and Met Ishida on the field, he moves the Gabumon out, gain 1, draw 1, and goes into the bond of friendship with Met Ishida's field. Now this is the perfect Gabumon, and it's a perfect situation, as Imperial Dramon is rested. He's able to swing at it, bottom decking the Magnamon, denying the block, getting rid of the opponent's entire field as he continues to swing for security, opening double Davies and Ken in such a good spot now, since his opponent has a blank field, not able to Jogress into Shakomon anytime soon to recover 1, plays a Strabimon to pick up Sora and Joe and Korikakumon to pass the turn. Right side gonna hatch into Upamon, evolving into starter deck Veemon, playing the latest Jogress starter deck Veemon to search top 3 for a free attribute Digimon. Looks like Oh, many options here as he has all 3 Digimon in the top 3. Looks like he's reaching for the Magnamon, seeing its potential as a blocker, but decides to go with the Ankylomon since it's able to be hard played for 3 costs and Jogressable into Shakomon with an inherit that is able to clear his opponent's board. Left side gonna start his turn hatching into Upamon, evolving into EX1 Gabumon, playing Tommy to trash the sources on the Magnamon as he's not able to get past that wall this turn, so he goes for the Hammer Spark into Ice Wall to deny his opponent's aggression and evolves into Korikakumon on Strabimon for 3, evolving on the hybrid allows him to stun that Magnamon that has no sources, so how will the right player react? Moving his Veemon out of nursery, gaining 2 thanks to double Davis and Ken, evolving into Raidramon for 2 costs onto his Veemon, which allows him to rest the Korikakumon. He's going for a Jogress into Shakomon, recovering 1 to hopefully protect him from the bond of friendship that his opponent might have next turn, and goes for Fighter Mode to bounce the opponent's Korikakumon. Now with 2 security, he's in a pretty safe spot given that the opponent's at 2 memory, but we'll see since he does have 2 Tamers out on the field, and moving out with Gabumon allows Matt Ishida to draw 1 and gain 1 memory, so he goes for the swing first with Gabumon, does not die, hits into Davies, revealing the top 3 and picking up the only blue-green Digimon from among them to his hand. So the right player gonna go fearlessly, Kumamon 2 costs. Top drawing into Hammer Spark, trashing the source under Fighter Mode, swinging, hitting into Chimeramon, and he goes for the Hammer Spark, Korikakumon for game.